Hey YouTube, the Dooley project has a 4L80E, which means this truck just moved into overdrive. We've got our 22s mounted. I'll try to link in a picture of these, and these are the custom cut Papa Pete's. Got some of the parts back here. We've been priming and getting ready for paint, and we went ahead and got that bed off. We had some stuff that was showing up on the top of the bed rails, and you can see it's kind of bubbling up. The other side was a lot worse, so I've had to go in with that wheel, start taking this all off so we can go ahead and lay a new skim coat of filler in and get everything laser straight. I just built this little thing last night and got the bed off and stuck it on that, and so now we've got it mobile where we can move it around whatever direction we need to and go ahead and get this bed straight. I think the plan is going to be to take the cab, just get it isolated, get the doors and fenders off, paint it, get the door jambs all blown in. I've got some POR 15 coming for this bed. We've got to relocate a shock mount because it keeps breaking, and we had to relocate our airbag. So instead of the front, there's just slightly more room. I don't know if you can see that. There's slightly more room in the back, so we're going to try to tuck those on the back side of the axle. And I think that'll be better. While we're in here, we're going to go with a higher volume fuel pump, even though that looks like it's new. It's an unknown quantity, so we're just going to go ahead and swap that out while we're here. And of course, blast and coat the frame with a POR 15 and try to get everything that we can under the frame rails, under the cab. When we take the doors off, we'll leave the windows down and take all the rubber seals out and just do the best that we can to mask everything out. Of course, we're going to take the door panels off anyway and mask off the interior and keep it as clean as possible, even though it hasn't even been officially cleaned yet. And the biggest problem that I'm having at this point is trying to figure out how or if I can paint these fender wells without totally dismantling the entire truck. So we've already got a cowl cover, one of these custom cowl covers from the 90s. It's going to go back on here. I was experimenting with some MEK and just trying to take some of that off, or I may need to use something a little less abrasive so we don't take any paint off, but clean up that firewall the best we can. Of course, we got new mirrors and all that, and the boxes over there. But yeah, it's coming along. I don't know if the last video I had posted the dash, but we've got a dual gauge pod installed for our oil and trans temp, and we had the airbags all ready to go, and that didn't work after these wheels are super wide. I mean, even though they're tucked together, they're super wide. There's just not much clearance, but it does clear, and it doesn't seem to rub or have any issues with that. So that's our progress. Super stoked to see where the next chapter takes us.